co-founder, chief architect of NewsCred, very cool company. Just raised a nice chunk of change. Focused on licensing content for publishers. I guess selling it to the brand, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so he's going to tell you how marketing is going to save journalism.
All right. So, NewsCred, we do a lot of things, but the core premise is that we want to save journalism. I don't even think I need to explain why that's an important thing to do, but that's what we're passionate about. So, the next 5 minutes, hopefully I can connect the dots for you guys. So, what's the problem? A lot of the things that Matt just said, kind of can be repetitive, but the business model is fundamentally broken. The advertising revenues they were making over the last 50, 60 years, they've gone away. And this is basically, if you work in a newspaper, I can take the axes off this graph and you know exactly what you're looking at. And this is why your life sucks right now. This represents the drop off for advertising. And hand in hand with that, this represents the non-acceleration of online advertising. The digital is not made up for what's lost. And why is that? Well, it's because the fundamental economics have changed. The supply side of content, the inventory is so big, everybody's a publisher now. Bloggers, tweeters, Facebook, all this user-generated stuff, and increasingly and importantly, brands. So brands have spent the last, call it 5 years or so since the advent of Twitter, basically accumulating an audience. They paid millions and millions of dollars to basically have folks that want to hear what they have to say. And some numbers on a few of these brands. There's millions of people that have, well, at least some of them at least opted in voluntarily without being paid to hear what these brands have to say. They want to engage with these folks. But the brands don't know what to say. They don't know what to say to them. They don't know how to produce content. They don't know how to publish content. They need a solution. They need something to say to all these folks that they've gathered. So stepping back, what's the relationship traditionally or over time between brands and publishers? Well, the truth is that brands have always funded publishing, right? Through the print advertising that's been in place since the beginning, like this. Well, when we were in the world of print, the newspapers owned the audience, and there's a limited inventory. And there was very little analytics and visibility, and they could charge whatever they wanted. And that was a great business model for publishers. This is what it looks like now, and it sucks. Just look like it obviously sucks, and everybody knows it. Skin Spa is not going to support high-quality journalism. It's not going to happen, and everybody knows it, and that's why we're in the place we are today. So enter NewsCred. We spent the last 2 years basically licensing the best journalism in the entire world, over 2,500 sources of the highest quality content out there to make it available for publishers to use for whatever they want, publishers and brands. And so this is Pepsi's homepage right now. It's powered by NewsCred. All the content that you see on there is licensed through us, and they pay a lot of money for it because it's exactly what they want to say to their audience. It's an entertainment portal, and it captures exactly what it was. Another example here is Zurich Insurance. They sell insurance. It's about risk. So they educate their customers and their audience about risk management and risk issues. They license all this content from us, and they pay a lot of money for it. This is happening right now. We've spent the last year basically proving this model out. We've got over 150 customers. We've paid over $1 million back into the publishing ecosystem last year, and it's going to grow, hopefully 2-3x this year or more. So bringing this back to why are we doing this? Because it's a fundamental mission that NewsCred is obviously to support and breathe life back into journalism. If you take that reporter that's in Syria that's risking his life to cover that story, he's not doing it for profit. He's doing it because it's in his DNA. That's what he wants to do. And we need to support him, and we need to support the organizations that give him the infrastructure to do that really important hard work. And that's what NewsCred is doing, paying that money back into that system. It's pretty obvious because the news industry, journalism needs to not just survive, but thrive because of democracy, because of its importance. So it's what we're really passionate about at NewsCred. So that's it. I'm ASIF Rahman, co-founder of NewsCred. Apologies if that was boring.